Right, good day watchers, and welcome to our film review tonight. And tonight I'll be watching The Matrix Reloaded. Sequel to The Matrix, of course, the 1999 blockbuster movie. This one's great, by the way. I do enjoy these films. So it's a 2003 American science fiction action film written and directed by the Wachowskis. The sequel to The Matrix, second installment of the Matrix series. So returning, we've got starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie Ann Moss, and Hugo Weaving, Jada Pinkett Smith, Gloria Foster. Actually, the ironic thing is about that is that she was married to Will Smith, and Will Smith actually was going to be the very first Matrix movie, which is interesting. Distributed by Warner Brothers, 2003. Running time 138 minutes. Language English. Budget of 150 million. Box office of 741.8 million. So it did pretty well. Oh, that's not bad. It says here, breaking Terminator 2 Judgment Day record of becoming the highest grossing R-rated film of all time until Deadpool. So 6 months after the events of The Matrix, Neo and Trinity are now romantically involved. Morpheus receives a message from Captain Niobe of the Logos calling an emergency meeting at all ships of Zion. An army of Sentinels are tunneling towards Zion and will reach it within 72 hours. Commander Locke orders all ships to return to Zion to prepare, but Morpheus asks one ship to remain to contact the Oracle. Within the Matrix, the lone ship's crew are encountered by former Agent Smith, who coughs himself the body over the body of crew member Bainham, uses the phone line to leave the Matrix. In Zion, the Morpheus announces the news of advancing machines. The Zaza leaves the in Zion, Morpheus announces the news of the advancing machines. The Nebuchadnezzar leaves Zion and enters the Matrix, where Neo meets the Oracle's bodyguard, Seraph, who leaves him to her. The Oracle reveals that she is part of the Matrix and instructs Neo to reach its source with the help of the Keymaker. As the Oracle departs, Smith appears, telling Neo that after being defeated by him, he became a rogue program. He demonstrates his ability to clone himself over the inhabitants of the Matrix, leaving the new upgraded agents. He tries to take over Neo's body but fails, prompted a battle between Neo and many copies of Smith. Neo defends himself but is forced to retreat. Neo, Morpheus, and Trinity visit the Metrovigian, who imprison the Keymakers. The Metrovigian, a rogue program which his own agenda refuses to let him go. His wife, Persephone, seeking refuge on her husband for his infidelity, leading the trio to the Keymaker. Morpheus, Trinity, and the Keymaker flee while Neo holds off the henchman. Morpheus and Trinity try to escape with the Keymaker, pursued by several agents and the Mafia's chief henchmen, the twins. After a long chase, Trinity escapes. Morpheus defeats the twin, and Neo saves Morpheus and the Keymaker from Agent Johnson. I won't read the whole lot because it's a long movie. It's like 1 hour, no, 2 hours, 80 minutes. So this film was great. I do enjoy this movie. This film is kind of hard to explain certain things about it. I mean, it's like I kind of find the film a slightly more complicated to explain than the first one, because the first one was all like, you know, whatever. So, and this film's like a longer movie, a bit more kind of like complex in certain parts. Great effects, by the way. A lot more expensive movie than the first one. A lot more expensive, but I enjoyed it. I do enjoy these type of these kind of movies. Like I said, this film is actually really good. Actually, so anyway, so you got returning characters like yeah, because I heard about so you got like a character called Niobe who's like used to go out with like Morpheus, but then she's like going out with someone else. It's like a kind of like love relationship. So you got the Oracle, of course, who this is her last performance before she died, in the movie. She got replaced in the third one. So anyway, you meet this guy called I can't remember his name, but it's this guy called this character called the Architect. And he's in the Matrix, and he wears like a, he's got like a beard and he's got a beard and he wears like a white suit. He's kind of like, he sits in this like white with all these screens and stuff, and that's where you actually first meet his character. Because I like that scene was pretty cool. You see all these videos of, when it like Neo's having all these different reactions and swearing and stuff. I remember seeing that scene. I thought, that's pretty cool. They did that. That scene was cool, and then when he has to escape and the whole place is exploded, of course he has to save. Of course, at the beginning of the film, he sees like Trinity's death, and of course he has to save her. And then it actually starts happening later on in the film. That scene where she blows, she uses a finger to, they have to pull that, they have to knock down the grid and the electricity, and the lights and stuff, to end certain things, And I'm sitting there going, yeah, this is going to be kind of tricky, but there's some cool action scenes in this film I really do enjoy. A lot of great scenes. The freaking highway chase on this. Yeah, that scene was great. I do love that scene. It still looks great. Watched it in 4K, glorious 4K, of course. And I see how they did that when you watch the making of, and it's so cool the way they did it. So the vehicles are CGI, but they really are still pretty good. The effects in this film. There is kind of effects that don't look that great. Even they didn't look that great when they first came out. It's a thought where after when he talks to the Oracle, Neo, Agent Smith's turn up and they start like trying to attack him. And of course, first of all, it's like one, then the whole bunch. It's like hundreds turn up. It's like a massive battle between him, a whole bunch of Smiths, and it's a cool scene. Though. I do like it. But then when you watch behind the scenes, it kind of makes sense because he did that. Keanu Reeves did get some injuries when he was doing some certain things in the movie, which I thought, okay, so they couldn't really. So it's kind of cheaper it's kind of a safer way to do things in fighting a whole bunch of people. But yeah, so but the scene's not bad. It's a good scene. So I still enjoy it. It's a good action scene, fight scene. Okay, it's all CGI and stuff, but it's a kind of a tricky scene to do. You got. Yeah, it's kind of a hard scene to do. We got all those of it, like hundreds and hundreds of Agent Smiths in one scene, and yeah, it's still a very cool scene. I do enjoy it when because in this Agent Smith can. The ironic thing is, he becomes like a virus in the Matrix, because remember the first film where he says, "You're a virus, you know. I hate you. Your humans are like." He hates humans and stuff because he thinks he calls them viruses and stuff because they spread and stuff. But it's ironic because he becomes a virus, but he actually spreads himself because he becomes like he starts affecting the system, affecting other characters, turning those characters into him, which is interesting, and it makes it more harder, tougher. The highway chase is fantastic. I really do enjoy it. I still watch it. That's a good scene. You know, they've got to escape the thingamajig, the whatever, with the keymaster and stuff. And some of the characters' names are just like, what the hell? Well, how do you pronounce that? But yeah, it's a great thing. The highway chase is fantastic. The two twins in it, they're like long. There's like I don't know what are they. Who are part of the program. They're pretty cool actually. There was on a TV program years ago, a British TV show. These twins, and it's not a bad role to be in a Matrix movie. Just imagine that. Oh, you want to be in the Matrix? Why not? Kill. And they look great actually. They look fantastic. They've got these like, they got like dreadlocks and stuff like that. They're like, you know, they're pretty freaking like striking looking. I would say they're pretty cool looking. Of course they like. So yeah, the two twins scene are pretty cool when they're going after Trinity and all, and you know, I like the part where she's on the bike, and so yeah, like I said, the highway chase is fantastic with the twins chasing them and stuff. It's fantastic. And Morpheus when when both twins are in that car, and Morpheus like gets the sword out and you know, and he blows the freaking car up, and then they go up like exploding. They're exploding and stuff. I think that's fantastic. That scene was really good. Even that looks great. The sword goes right through the freaking car and stuff. I think that's fantastic. And both twins just go boom like that, explode. That's a cool way to go out. I say that's a cool way to go out. And then Finger saves them. I like the scene where Neo's flying and stuff, and it saves them both. The Keymaster and Morpheus. I think that's fantastic. Such a great. Film's got some great action scenes. It's like that. It's fantastic. I do. There's a lot of moments in the film I just think are fantastic. But yeah, the action scenes are fun. There's so much to say about this movie. It's like unbelievable. It's a good film. It's a film that's flawed at the same time. Like some sequels are so flawed because it's so much. You know. Especially the last part where to be continued, where you can actually, yeah, because one of the characters gets like, you know, one of the Agent Smith goes into one of the characters, and that's how it escapes the Matrix by kind of like, oh, what's you call that word? Going to another, affects one of the other characters, becomes them, and when he picks up the phone, his mind goes into the mind of one of the characters in the movie, which. I like the part where he actually starts acting like him, like sounding like him. I think that's pretty cool. And he almost so yeah, that's a cool scene. I do like the part where Agent Smith somehow escapes the Matrix and actually goes into the real world. Now Zion is an interesting place. That's fantastic. I do like the effects in this movie, but the whole place looks alive and stuff. You got machines and stuff working and stuff. It's fantastic. And of course, there's like robots that have a defense. There's like a defense system. These robots with these people control, which is fantastic. There's a lot of great fight. The fight scene in it's fantastic. There's like a fight scene in this like. There's like a hallway. There's a part in this. It's like this corridor. And when people enter it, they can't find them. It's weird. Anyway, so much to say about this film. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a fantastic movie. So much to say about it. So yeah, okay. What I didn't like about it, maybe, I don't know. I can't think of anything I disliked about it. I suppose the film was it has slow moments in it, a little bit slow, but apart from that, it's just so it's got some slow moments, but not a massive problem. It doesn't really bother me. And the to be the continued part was a bit annoying, but it's kind of annoying. But at the same time, it kind of makes sense because it's so this third one comes straight after. So yeah, the be continued is not a big problem. So I really didn't dislike anything about this movie. Maybe a slight bit slow parts in it, but apart from that, Some of the effects didn't look the best and stuff, and especially the fight scene between Smith and Neo, which I think I've seen better effects, you know, but I suppose it would have been kind of tricky to have a whole bunch of fight, you know, people look, you know, so yeah, it's any way they could have done it, I suppose, but yeah. Because even at the time, I thought the effects weren't the best. You know, some of the effects look fantastic though. It's an expensive movie, but yeah. But yeah, it's okay. What I liked about it, I think some of the characters are great. So the returning characters are fantastic. What I liked about it, great. Keanu Reeves is fantastic in this. Still, a great fight scene. Still, it's still got some really good fight scenes in it. Especially the beginning of the film where Smith turns up. He drops like a thing after. He drops it after Neo, then these agents start popping up. There's a cool fight scene when he starts flying after us. I think that's fantastic. But yeah, okay, what I liked about it, action, great action scenes, some good music in it, of course, good effects, really good effects. And Zeo looks fantastic. That place, you know, with the robots and stuff like that, and the effects and the machines are fantastic. So yeah, that guy who plays Agent Smith, he's fantastic. Of course, the guy who actually becomes Agent Smith. That's pretty cool, that scene.